And I Can Speak. And I Can Speak is a 2017 film that depicts the story of Nanok-bun and Park Min-jae, as well as the history of comfort women within Korea. The cast and crew. Nam Moon-hee. She is the star of And I Can Speak. She's known for other movies such as You Are My Sunshine, as well as many more. She won several awards for her role as Nanok-bun in I Can Speak, and it maintains to be one of her most iconic roles. Nanok-bun is an elderly woman that is constantly filing building and other neighborhood complaints within her district office, but she does also have a history as a comfort woman that we learn later on. Lee Jae-eun. Lee Jae-eun plays Park Min-jae in I Can Speak. He's known for The Front Line from 2011, Anarchist from Colony 2017, as well as Taxi Driver, a TV show from 2021 up until present. Park Min-jae is a new employee within the district office who's only interested in really completing what's assigned to him, not doing more and not doing less. Director. Kim Hyun-suk is the director of And I Can Speak. He made his director's debut with YMCA basketball team in 2002, and he's also known for other films such as When Romance Meets Destiny from 2005, as well as Scout in 2007. So the film starts with Na-ok-bun going down the neighborhood stalls, kind of pointing out different regulations and complaints, which she's been doing for several decades. Then we see her go to the district office where she meets Park Min-jae for the first time, and they kind of quarrel a little bit as he doesn't want to file some of her complaints, and she thinks that he should. Later, we learn that Na-ok-bun is learning English at an academy, but she gets kicked out of the class for learning a little too slow. As she's leaving, she sees Park Min-jae speaking with one of the instructors in fluent English, and then she starts to kind of pester him to teach her English, which he adamantly refuses. Eventually, Park Min-jae kind of concedes to her as she's been feeding his teenage brother dinner the past couple nights, and he agrees to teach her English as long as she continues to feed him. As she is learning English from Park Min-jae, he, as well as the viewers, learn the reason why she's learning English is to speak with her brother, who they were separated as children, and he was adopted to the U.S. and no longer speaks any Korean. Na-ok-bun and Park Min-jae start to develop kind of a friendly relationship as she and him spend more time together, learning English, eating dinner together. Then Park Min-jae is shocked when he sees a television broadcast of Na-ok-bun announcing her status as a comfort woman during World War II. This comes as a shock to all of her friends as she never told anyone due to a lot of the shame and stigma that she felt. In addition to announcing her status as a comfort woman, she also announces her intentions to speak at a forum in Washington, D.C. for comfort women to get an apology and recognition from Japan. Due to the fact that she didn't tell anybody about her status as a comfort woman, there's a bit of conflict within the film of trying to get her verified as an official comfort woman in order to be able to speak with more authority at the conference. Eventually, she's able to go to the conference and speaks, giving a very emotional speech about her experience as a comfort woman and the trauma that it had on her and so many other women. So the conference that Na Ok-boon speaks at actually happened. It was the House of Representatives 121 resolution. It was brought forth in 2007 just to kind of get acknowledgement from the Japanese government about the existence of comfort women, as well as get an apology for the victims and survivors. In addition, the congressman that brought it forth asked for the resolution to include modifications to Japanese curriculum in schools about the history of forced sexual slavery by the imperial military. Na Ok-boon is inspired by Lee Young-soo, who spoke at the conference forum in 2007. Between the years of 1932 and 1945, over 50,000 women were victims and survivors of forced sexual slavery by the Japanese imperial military. Although there were women from several different countries, including the Philippines, Indonesia, and the Netherlands, the majority of the women were from Korea and China due to the early occupation of Japanese forces within those countries. One of the first women to come forward in a public manner about the abuse that she faced was Kim Hak-soon. She did a television broadcast in 1991. Up until that point, many women didn't come forward to the same reasons that Na Ok-boon didn't come forward. They had a lot of shame, there was a lot of social stigma, and a lot of them were conflicted about their own cultural beliefs and what happened to them. To this day, many of the women still face scrutiny and are still fighting for a sincere apology from the Japanese government.